Hey guys, Matt from lifeturnaroundnow.com. I hope you're doing great. It's really sunny outside at the minute in the UK, and I'm in here doing videos, but hey, hopefully you'll like this one. I really wanted to do this because it's something that I've struggled with and have struggled with in the past, and it's talking about don't dwell in the past, basically. And don't let negative thoughts about things you've done in the past hold you back where you are today. If you think about it, that is the most crazy of crazy thinking that there is, right? So you did something in the past, you feel guilty about it, you feel ashamed, and you're thinking about it now, right? So not only did you feel bad then, but you're feeling bad now, and now it's affecting you moving forward. That is terrible. Now, if you have been like me and you have done a massive life turnaround, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying I'm perfect, I'm just saying that I've gone through a lot and I've changed an awful lot. I did lots of stuff in the past that I was very, very unhappy with. And when I let those thoughts come back into my mind, I almost relive those events. And the problem is I get like that cold sweat and I get that guilt feeling again. What it does is I just think about that day in, day out. And that's the problem. And then let me show you why that's a problem. If you didn't see my other video, that's something my wife drew on the board, so I can't rub it off. But let's say this is your brain, right? Here we are. Here's the brain. Oh, this is my brain. Let's call it my brain. Hopefully that's coming out on camera. Yeah. If you're thinking, so let's say your goal is over here, right? And let's say here's the negative thoughts here, right? If you're thinking, let's say a particular day, about the negative stuff, how can you be thinking about the things you need to do to get your goal, right? So the problem is, you start thinking, oh, here was that thing I did to that person all that time ago and all the things I said and, you know, whatever. And then you think, oh, there was that other thing that I did, terrible, really, really bad, right? And I wish I'd never done that. And then you think about the really bad thing you did, right? And you can already see what you're thinking about, right? So how do I get to think about my good? Well, my good might be here. And then you suddenly go, here's the other bad thing I did, right? And you can see what I'm doing there, right? So the problem is, if you keep thinking about your negative stuff, you can't think about your goal. You can't think about the new things. You can't think about moving forward. If you're watching this and you have been through a life change, you know exactly what I'm talking about. When the guilt comes on, you could be driving the car, walking around, whatever, you get that almost cold sweat feeling and a shiver and you think, I can't believe I did that. I had those feelings just the other day. It's one of the reasons I'm doing this video. But you mustn't let the negative things overtake where you are today and where you're going to go. Now, please do not get me wrong. I'm not saying you need to forget all the bad stuff you've done in your life, because you have to learn from it and you have to move forward. And if you need to be you need to pay back what you've done, then that's an important part of learning about the past and learning not to do it again. But what you can't do is role play this over and over and over and over in your head. It's not going to do you any good. You will not benefit from doing that. I'm telling you right now, if any book you read on personal development, cognitive behavioural therapy, counselling, anything like that, they'll tell you, they might want to go back and talk about it, but they will tell you not to dwell on it. You cannot keep going back and thinking about things in the past, okay? It's one of the biggest things I see friends and family and other people, and when I'm in businesses talking to people, they always talk about the failures and how something failed. That's fine. Learn from the mistakes. Take notes about what you've learned. Move on, right? Do not worry about it. Most of the great personal development speakers will tell you you've just got to fail every day and keep moving towards your goal, right? But they don't worry about the failures. They just keep moving. Because if you're thinking negative thoughts, you haven't got much space for your goal and your positive thoughts, okay? So guilt will be there, right? It never really goes away. It's a bit like rowing a boat and having all the guilt on an anchor, you know, behind. It never really goes. It gets lighter and lighter and kind of goes away. But it's always going to be there. So if you're watching this and you have gone through a big life change and you are still thinking about the things that you did in the past, please stop. Please stop that right now. Think about the positive stuff. Start getting some positive things in your mind. Learn from your mistakes, but move forward. Right, guys, that's it. I will catch you guys later. If you've never watched me or heard me before, you can go to lifeturnaroundnow.com and get my free Keys to Success download PDF guide. If you know who I am, then good to see you again, and I'll see you very soon.